Make sure you stick around until the end to discover the highest road on the planet. Let's get started. Number 10. Rohtang Pass, India. Sitting at over 13,000 feet, India's Rohtang is a high mountain pass on the eastern Pir Panjal range of the Himalayas, around 31 miles from Manali. Connecting several valleys in India, the Rohtang Pass is of strategic importance for India, but it also offers spectacular sights of glaciers, peaks, and rivers. All that beauty comes at the cost of narrow, unpaved roads and potential landslides that have cost the lives of many. In the Ladakhi language of Tibet, Rohtang translates to the word bati, which means pile of corpses. The pass got its name because of the numerous people who died trying to cross it. Due to harsh weather conditions, the pass is only open from May to November and is so dangerous that the government of India is currently building a 5-mile tunnel as an alternative. Think this road requires life insurance? Wait until you see the world's highest paved road at number 1. Number 9. Los Caracoles Pass, Chile. Also known as the Snail's Pass, Los Caracoles Pass is a twisting mountain road located at 10,419 feet in a faraway section of the Andes Mountains on the Chilean side of the border with Argentina. With more than 40 border crossings separating the two countries, this one remains the most mythical, consisting of more than 29 stomach-churning turns, with no roadside safety barriers whatsoever. It's almost as though the mountains are teasing you to come up for a drive. But patience really is the key on Los Caracoles Pass, especially if you're stuck behind a heavy truck. Luckily, it's snow-covered for most of the year, so access is limited. But if you do attempt the journey, your best bet is to give Los Caracoles the respect it deserves. Number 8. Bayburt Highway, Turkey. Here's another long and winding mountainous pass with exactly 29 hairpin turns. Situated in Turkey, this pass on Bayburt Highway sits a little lower than Los Caracoles, at 6,667 feet above sea level, but has long been considered the world's most dangerous road. The Bayburt Highway was built by Russian soldiers in 1916 on the side of the mighty Sungali Mountain, and while it's 111 miles long in total, it's the infamous northern section between Uv and Bayburt that'll have you running for the hills, but maybe not these particular hills. With its lack of guardrails and spectacular views, Bayburt Highway provides each driver just the right dose of thrill, spectacular views, and danger. Bottom line, you wouldn't be wrong to get your affairs in order before attempting this long drive. Number 7. Zojila Pass, India. India's Zojila Pass is as dangerous as it is picturesque to look at. Set right between the Dras Basin and the Kashmir Basin, Zojila Pass is actually closed for half of the year because of the serious amounts of snowfall that take an insane 2 months to fully clear before the road can reopen in late spring, stretching out for 5.6 dangerous miles and reaching the significant height of 11,574 feet above sea level. Its single, narrow lane is sometimes no more than a little dirt track, and you're advised not to linger too long at the pass's highest point, as you'll run out of oxygen. Sound advice. Real quick, before we reveal our next most dangerous high road, we have a quick challenge for you. Here's the deal. Leave us a like, smash that subscribe button, and turn on notifications in less than 5 seconds, and you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Try it. It actually works. Number 6. Yungas Road, Bolivia. It's only fitting that Bolivia's Yungas Road, otherwise known as the Road of Death, would make its way onto our list. Its very name should pretty much give you the down low on North Yungas Road. But for those of you who want to know more, North Yungas was built in the 1930s by Paraguayan prisoners of the Chaco War. The route links Los Yungas with the Bolivian capital La Paz and rises to soaring heights of 13,000 feet. While stretching on for nearly 250 miles, you'd be best advised to drive at a slow and careful pace. The barrierless road is said to claim almost 300 victims every year, usually as a result of vehicles attempting to overtake due to impatience, only to find a sheer drop and no barriers on the other side. So, if you don't heed our advice, let their mistakes be a lesson to you future North Yungas drivers. Oh, and stay in your lane. Number 5. Hana Highway, Hawaii. It's a given that everything in Hawaii is a wonder to behold, but where there's wonders, there's often danger too. Especially behind the eye-catching beauty of the Hana Road lies one of the most devilish routes on Earth. Linking Kahulu with the town of Hana, Hana Highway is only 50 miles long, but can take over 3 hours to drive, not only due to its old and dangerous roads, but also its 620 hairpin curves and 59 bridges, 46 of which are only single lanes. Oh, and these bridges all date way back to 1910, so here's hoping they stay upright for another 100 years. Number 4. Guolang Tunnel, China. This 0.8-mile tunnel along the edge of the Taohang Mountains in China is only 13 feet wide and 16 feet high meters. To make matters worse, the tunnel also has a few completely open edges over a rocky precipice, earning its nickname, the road that does not tolerate mistakes. Remarkably, this tunnel road was carved out of the side of the cliff face by 13 local men with no official construction experience between the years of 1972 and 1977. They'd been asking the government to build them a connecting road for several years, but to no avail. So, in a very literal sense, they eventually took things into their own hands. Armed only with their hammers and chisels, the brave villagers were progressing at just 1 meter every 3 days. A real labor of love, if a deadly one. Number 3. Sichuan-Tibet Highway. Say hello to the spectacular Sichuan-Tibet Highway, one where hairpin bends and avalanches are the daily norm. From beautiful forests to misty mountaintops, there are plenty of sights to admire for thousands of miles to come. But don't let the road from Sichuan's capital to Tibet's capital distract you too much, as it is not only full of stomach-churning turns, but it's prone to lots and lots of avalanches and landslides that could be fatal. Over 1,000 workers died during the construction alone of this spectacular highway. And since its official opening in 1954, it continues to claim lives each year. Number 2. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. This road's name may sound fun, but it's no walk in the park. Located in the Mount Arum Recreation Reserve in the south of New Zealand, this 15-mile road was constructed by hand during the gold rush in Skipper's Canyon in the mid-19th century. And what's so dangerous about it? Well, how should we put it? Its construction between 1883 and 1890 involved hand drilling and blasting solid rock, making it a major engineering feat in its day. However, in today's standards, it's considered, well, just a little more than a narrow gravel path along a sheer cliff face. In fact, it's so notoriously dangerous that if you rented a car and tried to tackle it yourself, your insurance would be rendered invalid. Our tip? Take one of the guided tours instead. The drivers know what they're doing. Before we reveal number 1, be sure to check out other amazing videos on our channel, and give us a like if you enjoyed this video so far. Tell us in comments which one of these you like the most and why. Number 1. Karakoram Highway, China, Pakistan. Not only have the Chinese built the longest wall in the world, but together with the Pakistanis, they've also built the incredible Karakoram Highway, which puts both countries at number 1 for the highest paved road in the world. With an elevation of 15,465 feet, the Karakoram Highway is not only the highest paved road on the planet, but it's often referred to as the world's 8th wonder, along with the Great Wall. That's 2 wonders for China and a first for Pakistan. Construction began in 1959, and it took 20 long years until the 800-mile road was finally open to the public. But with its high elevation, also came a high death count. Harsh, bitter winters and heavy monsoon rains in the summer made conditions so treacherous that over 800 Pakistani and 200 Chinese workers lost their lives during the build, largely at the hand of landslides and rockfalls. And those were the 10 most dangerous high roads in the world. Do you agree with our list, or did we miss out on a particular road? be sure to let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, you should definitely check out our video on 10 magical places you won't believe actually exist.